I'm lost for words right now, ladies and gentlemen. I, I'm lost for words right now. I'm truly lost for words. The wrestling family, the wrestling industry, everybody, we've been rocked again. We have been rocked again, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I tell y'all every day. Listen, see, let me tell y'all something. I'm a wrestling fan, but before everything, y'all know who I represent. Y'all already know. I don't have to tell you, but you know who I represent. And man, anytime when something like this hits the fan, it just shows me that life is but for a moment and it's precious. We live life as if we're gonna be here for an eternity. And one day you're here, next day you're gone. Man, listen. I tell you every day while I do what I do. I do what I do because I have a passion for this thing called wrestling. I have a passion for wrestling and I want to see everybody thrive. I want to see everybody succeed, no matter the company, no matter the wrestler, because I'm a fan of wrestlers regardless, spread across. And when one decides to, out of nowhere, or some tragedy happens where one of your favorites ends up disappearing or getting up out of here, it hits you. I'm feeling the same exact way of how I felt when Brody Lee passed away. When Brody Lee died, I was out doing rideshare business. And I got a message from one of my homeboys, and I thought I was tripping. I thought I was seeing things, and then when I made it big and I read it, I dang near shed a tear. Same situation with this right here. I just so happened to open up Twitter about a couple of hours ago, and I seen a cat that I follow, and he posted a quoted tweet from what Triple H said, and I read that. I just threw the phone down. I literally threw the phone down. I threw the phone down because I said, we've been hearing about him potentially coming back. I was like, okay, if he's coming back, hopefully they have something creative for him to do. Hopefully. I was hearing maybe he gonna start beefing with Cody Rhodes, because that's what everybody was saying. And then they said he might be coming back. He might be coming back. He on his way back. He on his way back. That never happened, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought Royal Rumble 2023 was going to be the final time we seen Bray Wyatt in a wrestling ring? Not just WWE, but a wrestling ring, period. Bray Wyatt, a.k.a. Windum Rotunda, dead at the age of 36. And the word is he was dealing with COVID. He was dealing with COVID. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you there's more than that. Brody Lee's passing just did him in, and he's been struggling with this for the last 2 to 3 years. And that just didn't help with the COVID stuff, and then think just so much. I'm not even talking about the creative crap that he was dealing with WWE and Vince McMahon and them. Just the whole foolishness about his homeboy dying. He's never gotten over it, and then he gets sick, and they said he had a heart attack. The wrestling industry as a whole has been rocked. Just like with Jay Briscoe getting killed in a car accident. I didn't see Jay Briscoe getting killed early this year, and he got killed. Who walked into 2023 thinking we was going to lose Jay Briscoe and Bray Wyatt? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what that tells me? That tells me life is but for a moment. And that before you get the heck up out of here, you better be ready to go. When I say ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to hear this. Listen, I'm not trying to make myself big or anything like this. I'm real serious right now. I'm about to go on the spiritual side, because see, a lot of people don't like to go this route. But we got to start putting this out there. Before you leave this planet, I don't care what race you are. I don't care what belief system you have or anything like that. Before you leave this earth, you better come to realization that you must receive Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior before you get the heck up out of here. Because you never know when it's your time to go. You never know. See, we live life every day thinking we're going to be here forever. We're not even thinking about, oh, what if I dip out of here? We're not. Nobody thinks like that. We're not. Listen, man. This rocked me, man, because listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Bray Wyatt, the wrestler, I'm going to be 100%. I was not a fan of his wrestling ability. However, the man had a creative mindset out of this world. And I'm being 100% with you. When he pulled back up at Extreme Rules 2022, ladies and gentlemen, that just whole return carried the whole pay-per-view. And I was excited. I was like, okay, what are we going to do? We got the Wyatt 6. Are they going to bring them all together? Is like just the beginning? That's what I was thinking. We never got anything. All we got is Uncle Howdy, who just so happened to be Bo Dallas. My condolences to Bo Dallas, JoJo, his wife, his kids, Windum, Mike Rotunda, a.k.a. RS, his sister, all of the families. Eric Rowan, Braun Strowman. Listen, the WWE locker room, AEW locker. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this was a time where we was getting ready to celebrate a momentous situation taking place in the history of wrestling with All In. Now we got SmackDown that's going to be extra heavy because all the wrestlers are going to be thinking about is Windum. And then the cast is in AEW get ready to try to put on a phenomenal show, and all they're going to be thinking about is Windum. Wrestling right now is rocking. We're rocking right now. We are hurting right now. Man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. Whoever your loved ones are, just reach out to them and tell them that you love them. Tell them that you love them. I don't care if you got beef with them. Tell your loved ones that you love them because you never know. My man Windum Rotunda has disappeared. He's gone. He's no longer in this earth realm. Man, I did not think that this man was going. I wasn't thinking that. My mind was like, they're just trying to come up with something creative for him. He comes back. Everything is all good. No, everything wasn't all good. Everything was not all good. The whole IWC has been rocked. And the one thing I noticed that when somebody like this or when a famous wrestler passes away, it seems like all the shilling and tribalism just goes out the door. I hate that it has to come to somebody passing away. It shouldn't be like that. It should not be cats are beefing 24/7 and then when somebody die, let's kumbaya and no. I'm tired of that, man. And this is why I want all wrestling to do well. Don't matter to me what promotion they are. Does not matter. It does not matter. This right here, man, gone. 36 years old, man. 36 years old. He's in my age group. I'm not too far from that man. I'm not. I'm like right next to him. This is, man. Man, it hits home because you've been watching this cat for years, and you've wanted him to thrive, but it seems like every time he tries to thrive, creative just gets in the way or something. I don't know. But this monster called COVID is what did it. Man. The man is going to be missed, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I feel the same way I felt when Jay Briscoe and Brody Lee dipped out. I feel the same way. I feel the same exact way right now. I feel the same way. And like I said, my heart goes out to all the wrestlers, everybody who was Alexa Bliss. I mean, just the heck, LA Knight. LA Knight was the last cat he wrestled, y'all. I know LA Knight feeling some. I know. Listen, man. Like I said, everybody on Twitter, wrestling Twitter, was giving them props. You had the AEW side. Impact was talking about them. I mean, all the WWE superstars were saying things. I'm like, Man, man, man. Y'all listen, I'm telling y'all, I love every single one of y'all. I don't care if y'all disagree with me or not. I'm telling you, I just want to tell y'all, listen, y'all keep y'all heads up. Y'all stay encouraged. But I tell y'all, love every one of your peoples. I'm telling you, tell them that you love them, because you never know, y'all. Y'all never know. You never know when it's it. You never know when you going to breathe your last breath. You never know. You never know, man. Man, this rock me, y'all. This rock me just like Brody Lee, just like Jay Briscoe. I mean, man. Now you see why I be praying for these wrestlers every day, because you see. Do you see why I be praying for these wrestlers every day? I don't care if I'm a fan of theirs or not. This is why I pray for them, because you never know what's down the road. You never know. You never know, man. Boy, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't really got nothing else to say, man. I just want to give my thoughts and condolences to the family of Windum Rotunda, and just come on here and just, because they seem like everybody's saying the same thing. They say that he was such a lovable man. He was a excellent creative guy, excellent family man. I mean, they loved him. They loved this cat, man. It's the same way they said about Brody Lee. Same thing they said about Jay Briscoe, man. I mean, he will be tremendously missed. He will be tremendously missed. I got to get the heck up out of here. I'll talk to y'all cats later. I'll let you, boy.